bitch, I'm in the...
What's happening, everybody? My name is Brian. With me is...
I am Mark.
We are talking shit, and today we're talking shit with someone very special that I asked Mark to please reach out to this gentleman. I've reached out. I think everybody has heard his music, has heard the mashups that he does. He is absolutely fantastic. So who is it, Mark? Who do we have?
Well, I mean, I figured you'd want to. I figured you'd want to introduce him this time, and
Absolutely.
Since you wanted to, you wanted him, and the quite interesting part of it all is, you know, until you showed me his video, it never popped up on my feed or anything. Now it's like every 5 videos is
You have
him.
met the algorithm, sir.
Yes. And
All right,
you know,
this is DJ Miketastic.
Hey, how's it going? Good to be on the show.
Did I get it right?
Yes, you got it right. You wouldn't believe how many times wherever I'm at, sometimes it comes up where they can't pronounce it. So, but you got it right.
Well, that's why I make him do it. I don't like to do it because I always mess it
all
up.
over that one, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, it's definitely a pleasure to be on the show. So thank you so much for having me.
Like we said,
on, man. Thanks for
thank you. It's been interesting.
Mark wanted to tell you he loves your background there.
Well, thank you.
Ceiling and stuff. So
try to
before we came on the show, guys, we were talking about the ceiling and how long did that take you? How many days?
It took me just about a week to get all that done, from the spraying of the glue to try to stick all the foam up there to the running of the lights. It was a lot. So
no help from anybody to get that to there?
No, because my fiance was at work. So when I thought it would only take me a few hours, to be honest. I didn't really look at how the time frame of it. But between spraying that and it's a closed environment and that can of spray and not trying to get high from that can, and even having the windows open wasn't enough. So I was like, this is going to take some time.
You have to clear that whole room out probably and put like plastic on the floor or something, or like a drop
I have
off.
carpet in here, and it's going to be coming out anyway. So I just took everything else out and then did it. So it wasn't too bad. So
listen, I'm going to tell you, flooring is, if you're going to do it yourself, it's going to hurt, because
I made that mistake. I made that mistake remodeling my daughter's bedroom. I pulled all the carpet out of there and laid all the tile myself. And let me tell you, that was kind of bit off more than I can chew, to be honest. But it finally got done. She loves it, so it all worked out.
That's all that counts, right? Like my wife was like, I don't want carpet in the house. And we started in like the living room and ripped all of the carpet. It was brand new carpet too. I was like, oh my God. and I put down that the life proof floor. And I don't think I did a great job, but she's like, it actually turned out pretty good. And I'm like, I don't know. I can see all the flaws in it. I can see it. I'm like, I don't like it.
That just means you're a perfectionist like me. So I can see if just one tile is slightly, off and one grout line is slightly a little bigger. So, but she loves it. They can't tell, but I can tell. So
you're like, oh, I got to fix that one day.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Are you simply on TikTok doing these videos? Because I think Mark said that it was hard to find you on YouTube, or your videos at least.
I'm on YouTube. He has them on there, but it doesn't show him. He's got music, that he does on.
So on my YouTube ones, those are basically, I use it as another platform for people to find my music. So it's not me actually DJing, it's the production end of it. And then I upload a video so people can just listen to it. Because they've been requesting full versions, where I used to just strictly do my mashups as like a little mix that people can hear, but now they want the full mix. So now I'm starting to upload more to SoundCloud, put them on YouTube and Mixcloud. Just depends on what platform works best for them. So, but yeah, you can. I mean, now you can everywhere.
How about the artist? Any of the artists contact you and say, "Hey, listen, we want you to mash this song up" or something? Have you
I
had
had
that
a couple smaller artists that wanted to do that just to help build their, their brand and get the exposure for their music. I've been waiting and hoping because I reached out to some of the big artists that I've done, like Morgan Wallen and Luke Combs, and hoping, but I know that they're busy, that maybe somebody from their team sees it, because man, that's been a goal of mine to open up for an artist like that. So
I think the Luke Combs song, the most recent one that you did, is probably, is that one of your most popular ones that's been played?
So that is probably tied with the first one that actually made my TikTok go viral, is one with Mary J. Blige and I believe it's John Party, Dirt on My Boots. That was the first one I did, and that one took off. I didn't even know, because I went from, this was like an overnight type sensation. I probably had 60,000, maybe 70,000 followers at the time. And then I woke up and like I went from, no, I want to say 60. I'm getting that wrong. It was 6,000 followers. I take that back. It was 6,000 followers. I didn't have a big following. And then I went to bed and I woke up and I had like 60. And then I went to work. I came back. I hit the 100 mark. I'm like, what is going on? And that video went from like a couple hundred views to 1 million all in one day. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, they love your song. I'm like, but this is what I do every day, And it's just been crazy. So ever since that first song, this was last year, people have been loving it. So, and it's been my, I don't know, I guess like a goal of mine to kind of blend the two different aspects of music that wouldn't necessarily go together. Like I don't see like a hip hop concert and a country concert together, but trying to blend those two worlds is what I was trying to do. And everyone loves it. And Absolutely. It's just, been amazing. So I just never know it would have taken off the way it did.
You live in Florida, correct?
Yes.
What happened?
This is, oh no.
You have, hang on 1 second. I got a question. Hang on, before you play it, I got a question.
I'm not going to play it just I'm not playing it just
Have you heard of Scratch and Sniff on like 98 Rock? I think you guys get 98 Rock down there, don't you?
I don't know. I rarely listen to the radio. All I listen to is Pandora. So.
Okay. So DJ Scratch and Sniff, they're on a rock station called 98 Rock, and they blend heavy metal with a lot of hip hop.
Really?
And that's what really drove me to find you, because I think what I was doing was I think I searched Scratch and Sniff, DJ Scratch and Sniff, and it just came up and it had some of your stuff, and I was like, oh, and I start watching and I'm like, what was I doing again?
Yeah.
I get lost in the stuff that you do. It's just absolutely, it's mind boggling, dude. It really is.
That's crazy, man. I don't even know. I'm speechless. Like the fact that when I see, especially radio stations or people that I consider as somebody that I've been following for years, like I just found out, I'm not sure if you guys know the EDM artist Diplo.
Yeah.
Yeah. He actually played this Ain't No Love in Oklahoma mashup at his birthday bash that he just did somewhere, and a friend sent it to me. And I was like, wow. Really? Like Diplo is playing my mix for his show? I just like, my gosh, I feel so like honored like right now. Like what's going on? Like I've been following him, like I'm looking up to him and he's playing my music. Like it's just crazy. So I don't know, just it's very really I'm just taken back by it all, to be honest. Like this is amazing.
All right, Mark, I know you want to show the video.
Oh no, I just wanted to I wanted to see if what all came up, because I was looking at the count. So hold on.
Okay.
I can do.
So when you sit down and start mashing these beats together, I know it's not one of these things that you just say, okay, I'm going to take this song and just see what it sounds like together. I think you already have in your head somewhere, like this beat keeps coming up every time I hear this song. Is that right? Is that
so? The way my brain works is I actually don't have a beat. I might have a song in mind, and then I have to see what, in my eyes, I want it to sound like it came from the studio, like itself, like these two artists came together and made this song. So I'll sit there and I'll find an artist like the Ain't No Love in Oklahoma, and I'll just scroll through and find, like, try a song. And I'm like, oh, does this sound like, not, it's not quite there. So I'll keep going. Sometimes it could take 30 minutes. Sometimes it could take 3 days before I find one mashup that works together. Because one, I want it to make, it has to be in key as well. So if it's in a certain key, like A minor, but this one's in G, then obviously it's not going to go together. So even an A minor and an A minor might not go together. So I have to sit there and make sure that when they're singing, it's almost like they're singing to the same rhythm, they're singing to the same beat. So I'm like, this is it. And then I'll get some outside opinion. Like, I love my fiance. She'll tell me, she's like, nah, that's not it. Like, keep going. I'm like, dang it. Okay. So I'm back in here trying to work on something. And then she'll walk in just bobbing her head like, okay. I'm like, yep, that's it. That's what I was looking for. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right. What is this one right here, Mark? What did you find?
This was the Mary J. Blige one.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was the one right here that what started it all.
This is the one that blew up.
Yeah.
Yep. So here we go. Come on.
But what if we took this R&B classic here?
Let's get it on in this dancery.
And then laid this country classic over it.
Dirt on my boots, but I'm taking you uptown tonight.
And I was wondering what it'll sound like if we blended the two together. So do me a favor, double tap the screen if you're going to stick around.
Been up since the crack of dawn, just trying to get paid. Been hotter than 100 suns. I can't find no shade. Two more rows and I'm good to go. Yeah, I'm shutting this tractor down. Give me a half an hour for a shave and a shower, and I'll be outside your house. Might have a little dirt on my boots, but I'm taking you uptown tonight. Might have a little mud on my wheels, but they gonna shine with you up inside. Gonna hit the club, gonna cut a rug, burn it up like neon lights. Might have a little dirt on my boots, but we're gonna dance the dust right off them tonight.
Yeah. That was fantastic how you came across it.
Yeah, Brian, that was the first one you sent me.
Oh, was that the first one I sent you?
Yep. That's how I remembered it.
I'm telling you, like every single one of them that he's done, I have not found any flaws that I listen. I'm not going to portray that I was some really great DJ, but back in my 20s, I got an opportunity to I had some turntables and I went to a club and did open mic and stuff like that. But it's way different. It's I was spinning like trance music and stuff like that. So finding a BPM that matched up and stuff that was all pretty easy. But trying to find two songs and mash them together and come out on top is absolutely ridiculously good. Ridiculously good.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And I didn't even notice when he pulled up that video that John Party himself actually commented on that. I don't know how I missed that, but now I need to go back and message, reply to that, because it's my first time seeing that he actually commented on that. So anytime an artist actually sees it, I'm just taken back by that. So that's awesome.
It's going to be really cool when they ask you, hey, what side of the bus do you want to sit on?
Yeah.
you coming with us? What side of the bus you want to sit on?
Yeah. I don't know. I might pass out and faint. That actually happens. So I don't know.
Dude, that would be great though. I mean, that would be something to look forward to, right?
Yeah, definitely. So it's definitely on my list. So I'm keeping doing what I'm doing until somebody sees it and reaches out. And even in the comments, if from that, especially the Luke Combs, Ain't No Love in Oklahoma, that mashup, the response that I'm getting back from that one is amazing because they're like, oh, when can you get this on Spotify, or when are you going to go on tour with him? When can he needs to bring you out so you can open up for him? Like, well, I'm hoping and praying that he sees my message so I can. I'm trying. So
with your fan base too, I mean, somebody's gonna know somebody.
yeah. So
you know what I mean? Eventually it'll get out, I'm sure.
yeah.
Like, hey, Luke, contact this young man. The problem is you don't make it easy for people to contact you.
Oh, is that's the issue? Yeah, I try to make it so that okay, you can either go on my website, and I guess I need to have a different form of contact, like a number, but because right now,
Got to get a Google phone number. Number.
The hard part is ever since like I don't know, things have blown up and got viral. I get a stream. I mean, you don't believe a stream of DMs, and I'm trying to weed through them. Some I've missed, like the dates, because people wanted me to do their wedding, but it gets lost because I probably average like 1,000 DMs a day. So trying to get in there to find which one is which, you know, because a lot of people are just requesting the mashup. Like, where can I find it? So I got to go. It's on here. Then I go to the next one. Can I buy it? I'm like, well, copyright stuff, so I'm not trying to sell anything. So I'm like, well, if you get a T-shirt or something of mine, you know, my branding, I'll send you the music free or whatever. So it's just trying to weed through all those, and then finally I seen your guys. I'm like, how did I miss this? You know? So
yeah, I sent a few emails, and then finally you answered me on one of your lives. So I was like,
okay, yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I sent you another one. And then I went to Instagram. I said, screw this. And that's where you answered me more on Instagram than you did anywhere.
Because those, believe it or not, like my Instagram DMs doesn't get flooded, but the TikTok ones, it gets lost. And my emails, I don't even know my emails. I get so many of those a day as well. And it's just mainly spam. I don't even know how your information gets leaked, but I get stuff that I don't even try to subscribe to, and it gets in there. So it's crazy.
I'm trying to subscribe to all. Yeah. I was the same way. I opened my Google the other day and it said your Google mail, your Gmail is almost full. I'm like, how? What the hell is going on here? It's like, oh, you have 651 messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I read them all, so delete them.
I try to go and unsubscribe and stuff like that, and they keep coming in. So right now I probably have 12,000 emails still that are unread in my email, list. So I go in there, try to clear out, 1,000 a day, and then the next day I get 2,000 more. So it's an endless battle.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. I know that we're not supposed to ask, but we always ask it. How old are you?
Well, surprised if you asked. It's actually my birthday is actually in 4 days, so I turned 43 this year.
I used to say yesterday. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I turned 43 this year, so my birthday's in 4 days.
43.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, happy early birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. And how old were you when you first got into doing the DJ stuff? What drove you to do it too?
Well, the spark and the interest actually came from my uncle. So he was old school, had the vinyls up in his room, so I used to watch him back when I was little. And then, so what came to be is, I want to say probably around 2003-ish, I had a roommate, and he had some turntables, and he was like, you know what? I don't use these. I'm going to sell them. Do you think you'll want them before I ask anybody else? I'm like, you know what? My uncle had some. I was like, yeah, I'll buy them off you. I'll see what it's about, And then it started from there, where I had a friend, they were a bartender, and like, hey, I know she got some DJ gear. Do you want to just, DJ a couple nights? The pay's not going to be much, but I can, supplement that with a bar tab. So I was like, oh yeah, bet, I'll love to do that. I love food, I love drinks and playing music. This would be fun. So it all started from there, just like a little bar in California. And it took off from there. And then progressively, I did a little bit bigger events. I did my first wedding back then. And then it just grew to where now that's what I do. So I do mainly a lot of weddings now, private events, and still some bar gigs, mainly pool parties and stuff. So, and I
Okay.
work with some of the other top entertainment companies out here in Florida. So we kind of brand together and do our own thing of just making music and DJing. So
Got to get you out to Ray J and let you guys do something crazy at Ray J, huh?
okay, that would be awesome.
You know what I mean? The Raymond
Yeah.
James Stadium out there
Yeah.
where the Bucks
Yeah.
play. That would be a great gig out there, right?
Yeah, that would be awesome. So, because that's actually on my bucket list as well, is actually to perform for a big stadium game. So,
Oh, that'd be huge.
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah, that would be huge. Like doing even a halftime gig, right?
yeah,
Right in the middle of the field in front of thousands of screaming fans, dude. I think it would be crazy nuts, dude. It would be awesome.
yeah, that would be
would be-
awesome. Yeah, I was actually able to
I'll
get.
be a good word in. I know people.
Oh, okay. You put that word out. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
You know people,
Um,
Brian?
I sure do. I may not know the right people. I just know people. Just saying.
Yeah.
Then how come we haven't done? Then why haven't we done
Bro,
more live on
I've tried to get
location?
I tried to get this person on our show. This
Oh.
is the person that gave me his tickets to go to the game and that I couldn't go to. And he was like, oh, yeah, it's free drinks, free food. You know, you get my suite. And I'm like, oh, man, that's cool.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I couldn't go. So that's always fun. So my little brother is a DJ.
Okay.
Any words of advice that you would give him?
Huh. Let's see. I would just have, if one word of advice is always to practice. Definitely is practice, practice, practice. And be devoted and dedicated. Like, even at times you want to give up, or you might want to say, I'm going to go out with my friends, or I'd rather watch TV than work. No, because what I found out, especially in these last few years, is what you put out or what you put in, you get back. So if you only put a little bit of time into your craft, you're only going to get a little bit back. Like, the universe isn't going to reward you. So the more stuff I put into it, then that's when I started getting back, So the more time I put it in to making content for TikTok, the more time I put in to practicing on my turntables, the more time I put in to actually going down, not just messaging now because everything's on phone, do a meet and greet at a bar, talk to the bartenders, talk to the owners, show face there. That's the main thing. If you're trying to get into a place, you got to show up, like show that, you're invested into that. Not just like, I want to show up and play, but go talk to them, go hang out. If you want to go out to eat, go eat at that restaurant, So it's basically just put in 110% and you're going to get that back. So
I think he does. He gets a lot of gigs, and most of the gigs that he gets is for they want him to come and do karaoke.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
I get it. If it's popping, then fine. But you got to go to places and just like have them turn the lights down and then just go ham on them, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, if they're asking for karaoke, then he's probably at the wrong place. Because I get those every now and then too, but I had to let them know I do karaoke for certain weddings. If they ask for it, I have the ability to do it, but that's not something that I market myself as. So
Gotcha.
I would say he has to go look out, especially go out at night and see which bars or restaurants have DJs, and then come back the next day and talk to them. So
easy enough. I will let him know. I'll pass it along. I'll make sure that he watches the video. We are live, by the way. And if he is watching, Lucas, pay attention. That's it. That's all.
So far, I only found him on one of our videos. So,
oh, well,
he actually.
I'm gonna have to get him. I'll have to record him. I'll have to record him doing one of his shows.
okay,
And send that to Mike and say, hey, what do you think?
yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
I'm all about supporting
critique.
too. So if he's ever out anywhere, I'm all about supporting other DJs in their craft. So I'll go support
Very
my
cool.
friends all the time. If I'm not working myself, I'll definitely be at the bar or at the club for as long as I can, and be out there supporting. So
I was going to ask you, do you have a regular average everyday job like the rest of us, or are you always becoming?
No, I used to work the 9 to 5. As of this year, I left that, and now it's just strictly DJing full time.
Okay.
Yeah, just because of like I said, put in that work and then you get that back. So now all the work and all the seeds that I planted, now I've where I don't have to work the 9 to 5 anymore. So it's just strictly just DJing full time.
Do you still have your original turntables and some vinyl? Do you have?
I don't have my original ones that I started out with, but the ones I still have behind my DJ booth here, I have all my vinyls down there that I still use. I have some that are hung up on the wall, obviously my favorite artists. But yeah, I still have all my, especially my original vinyls that I started out using. I have those vinyls, but not the turntables, but the vinyls are back there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The only thing I kept was so when I got rid of my setup, I sold them to one of my other brothers.
Yeah.
And then he did something crazy and sold them to his roommate. And I was like, whoa. Cause he called, like his roommate called me and was like, hey, yeah, your brother's dipping out of town and sold me his turntables and all the vinyl for like $100. And I was like, what? He goes, yeah, I'm calling you because
Wow.
he goes, to make sure it wasn't stolen. And I was like, dude, no, I was like, no, I sold him the setup and everything. And he was like, yeah, he seemed like he was pretty hard up for some money and he was trying to dip out and go to Missouri. And I was like, okay. He goes, but I got all this vinyl and I don't want to keep it all. He was like, I feel like $100 was not enough money. He was like, if you want to come and get some of it back, I was like, you don't mind? He was like, not at all. And I went and got like half of the stack back. I was like, yeah. I took a milk crate. I was like, yeah, I'll just take these.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
And then over time, I'd given them to other friends of mine. I think I ended up with probably I still probably got like 15 albums left. And that's it.
Wow. Yeah.
So.
I still, I forget how many I have down there. I probably just have maybe a few hundred. But what I'm stoked about is I got my mom's collection of 45s that she gave me. So, and that's awesome. I'm stoked to have those. So I only mess with them every now and then, but I've been telling myself I actually want to record a set of using nothing but 45s. So,
dude, that would be fantastic too.
Yeah, it would.
That would be really cool too.
There's only one.
Can you even go to a record store anymore?
A record store? No. I used to, and now out here it's like hard trying to find a good record store because the one I used to go to was in LA and it was called Amoeba's, and it was the best record store I've ever been to. It was like the size of maybe like a Walgreens, but it's nothing but vinyl records. I mean, you find everything: jazz, R&B, rock, country. I mean, everything, and it's all vinyl. It was like the best record store ever. So
the only place I really ever find them anymore is the flea market.
Oh, wow.
You should buy every single one of them at the flea market. Buy them all.
There's one here close to me, but they might, it's the size of a bedroom. There's not much there. So
yeah, that really sucks, man, because I remember, it was like the heyday in Jacksonville. There was multiple record stores. Because when I first bought my set of my first set of what did I get? I think I had a set of Geminis, and I needed to go get needles. So they were like, "Hey, there's a record store right over on this road," and I went over there, and they were like, "What kind of needles do you want?" I'm like, "I don't know. What kind of needles do I need?"
Yeah,
I had to learn. I mean, it's you learn real quick.
Yeah,
you know nothing going into it, and then you're like, "Yeah, okay." Oh, it's gonna cost me how much?
Yeah. That's one thing. It's like I'm gonna say it's expensive because it can be inexpensive if you make it, but if you start dipping into actual real vinyls, then you have the head shell, you have the needle, the cartridge, the whole shebang, and you use those out and you got to replace them. So that part can get expensive. So, but now everything's digital to where my cartridge per se is a little bit different. So it went from, let's give you an idea. This was, the original one that you use, and then you got to replace the part here. Now it's digital. You put this on. This is what I use, and people are shocked because you'll see them in the comments. They're like, "Oh, your needle's not touching the record," because this is on there. And what this does when it rotates, it sends a signal to my computer that it's rotating. So anytime I scratch it, that's what it does on my computer. So it's all digital now. So it's game changing because now this doesn't skip. So if you bump into the table as this will skip across the record, this won't. So and
that's good. I like that. That's better technology than we started with.
Yeah, it's amazing. Once I found out about that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. So
because I had friends that were getting into. I had the friends right after I was like, hey, I'm just done. I'm just not going to do this. And then they were like getting into CD turntables.
Yes.
And I was like, so what's different about these? And they were like, hey, you can't scratch on them.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah. What the are you doing? You're just mixing music at this point. You're not even. I was like, that's not DJing to me. I didn't feel like that was DJing.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people, they might critique it and say, oh yeah, that's not DJing. You're not a real DJ if you can't play on real vinyls. I'm like, no, because if you see when it's not always about that. If you're good at what you do, it doesn't matter what you put in front of them, and they can make good music. So because I have some people that might say this is my travel, and this actually does everything that does, but it's mini, and these you can actually scratch on these platters. So once you touch it and it stops, you can actually scratch it, and it has the fader and everything on here with little buttons. So this does everything that does. But if somebody sees it, if I show up to a gig with this, you're like, no, you can't, but I can do everything on here that I do back there. So it's just, this is my travel. This is what I take when I'm on a plane and I go on vacation and I still want to make music. I just bring this with me. So
I bet you that wasn't a device to purchase.
So I think this one was only about $150. So
that's not bad.
That's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I was thinking it's a Newmark, right?
Yeah.
Newmark always puts out really good quality stuff, so I assume that it was probably going to be somewhere in the $400 or $500 range.
Yeah. No, I have. That's my bigger one that's in the case down here. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have hit our halfway mark. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. Everybody go use the bathroom. We're going to give you 3 minutes, Mark? Use the bathroom, grab a drink.
You got 4 minutes for this one.
And guys, we'll see you right back here in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to put you on. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Who's the
You're going to
band?
ask me who the band is?
Yes.
The name of the band that we are going to play for you tonight is a brand new band called Inside the Trojan Horse. They are on Spotify. They're on YouTube. They're on Insta. They're everywhere. So check them out as well. Go ahead, Mark. Play that sweet music.
Waiting in line with so much time on my hands could not seem to hold. Take you there in the middle of a night, 'cause I'm tired of being alone. Caught in the aftermath when it all goes bad. You know you've always been stronger than me. I'm nearly half a man you thought I was, and that's more for the devil. Oh,
All right. What did you guys think about the song?
That was a good song. I actually like that. That's something I would actually listen to.
Yeah, Brian was just looking through he was looking through TikTok one day and he came across them. But I think he met one of the band members too.
Oh, really?
I did. Yep.
Oh, awesome.
And he's actually from another band called Filter. Do you remember the band Filter? Hey man, nice shot.
I can't say that I do. I don't know if I heard the song.
Okay. We'll have to play the song later. We're gonna play something though. We're gonna play a little game called
shit.
Florida or Not Florida. What? Are you scared?
No, I'm not worried about it.
Because you're from Florida, you might get all the answers right here. So Mark's got a bunch of questions. This is a fun game. We like to play it. I think Mark's going to ask you probably 4 or 5 questions.
5 I have.
And all you got to do is find out, did it happen in Florida or not Florida?
Okay.
Florida.
That's your
not Florida.
Or not. There you go. All right. So Mark, go ahead.
And you're playing against Brian. So you got a leg up.
Let's go. Yeah, because I'm terrible at this game.
I don't know if he does it purposely or not, but any which way. Start off with an easy one. Man steals van to go to the Waffle House.
Georgia. No, Florida. It happened in Florida.
Yeah, I would have to say that it has to be Florida.
It sounds like Florida. The dude stole the van just to go to a Waffle House.
Waffle House.
Florida. Yeah, it happened in Florida.
Miami.
All right, we both get a point. Of course, it happened in Miami. Where else?
I couldn't remember if we did this one or not. Man charged with farting on police officer.
No.
That sounds like something that will happen in Vegas. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Vegas
I want to say not Florida.
Florida.
I don't think it's Florida. Yeah, not Florida.
So normally we give extra points if you can guess the state too. If you pick,
he said Vegas.
Florida. Yeah.
He said
what
Vegas.
do you think, Brian?
I don't know. It sounds oddly strange, like someplace where not weird stuff happens, like Iowa or something.
I tried looking up stuff for Iowa, but I can't find anything. So I'm gonna have to do a deeper dig. But no, this is not Florida, but it was West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
West Virginia. We'll both get a point for that.
Driver with car full of cash pot took wrong turn. This sort of screws that one, but he took the wrong turn. I can't finish the rest of it without giving it away.
So he
ended up at Disney.
He had a a car full of cash and pot.
That's
I would
definitely
say
California.
it's Florida.
You're gonna say Florida? I'm gonna say California. I think it's Cali.
Well, Brian. The guy ended up hold on, where was it? He ended up in a different driving to a different country. The country he went into the lane of the Canadian border. It was New York.
Oh,
New York.
Yeah, when I read that, I had to start laughing because how stupid can you be?
Listen, when you get on the interstates in New York, though, they're not fun. I don't know if you've ever driven through New York. It is absolutely terrible.
No,
they have bridges that cost $25 to go over.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. No, fuck that. Deputy found 2 men napping in a BMW after stealing from construction site.
That could have been Florida, I think.
That has Florida written on it. I mean, I would say yeah, definitely.
Why do they fuck after they steal? You go say Florida too. I think it's Florida. Yeah. Yes.
Pensacola. They did it in the middle of the night, and they stole a bunch of tools, and they decided, okay, we got an hour drive to go back home. Let's sleep some. And I think that they were a little high too. So,
Was it methylene?
it didn't say.
Oh.
Man ditches job interview to steal a car. 2002 Cadillac.
He had to have this 2002 Cadillac.
I'm gonna say not Florida.
I'm gonna say Florida. Happened in Florida.
Oh.
Winter Haven.
Winter Haven, Florida. Listen, we had back when we were in high school. I don't know if you remember this one, Mark. We legitimately had someone go to the Ace Hardware, fill out a job application, leave their job application there in the trash because they stole a gun from behind the cabinet and huh?
His name's Gavin. Yes. I remember that.
Yeah, that would legitimately happen here in this county.
The kid was arrested at school.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember him.
Decided, you know what, I want to steal a gun instead.
Yeah, I used to play ball with him. All right.
I hate to tell you this, like I actually won.
What do you? What's your score?
5-3.
3-3.
I got 5 in a row.
Yeah,
I never get them all.
How? I mean, I have one more question, or one more headline.
Then you have 6 question. All right.
Well,
go ahead.
I don't know how to count today. I thought I only had 5. Woman charged with McNugget attack. She was pissed because she thought that she heard them say that that they were out of McNuggets.
Not in Florida. That's a big state. That's Texas.
For some reason, yeah, when you say Texas. Now I'm gonna go
okay.
with
Hold on, Mike. Before you say Florida and stick with it, I'm gonna give you a chance, and I'm gonna help you try to. How far are you ahead of him?
He's ahead of me.
I have by 2.
By 2. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you with this one. Brian's already picked Texas. He can't leave that one. All right. This is not Florida. It's the state underneath Michigan.
Oh, I don't know my I'm not good with that.
It starts with an O.
It's wide on. It's
Ohio.
It's tall in the middle.
There you go.
It's tall in the middle, and round on each end. Damn it!
Really?
It's Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Really?
he got 2 points, and it's a tie.
That's good. He wins.
What if he won, Mark?
I'm not sure. I mean, we got these little stickers here that we could send him, or if you feel froggy,
or turntable.
Shut up for a second, Brian. I'm talking. Damn. Or we could send him a shirt.
Okay.
I think we could send you a shirt. What do you think? What do you think? A T-shirt?
I like the T-shirt.
One of these bad boys right here?
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, see, we can't send him one of these because
Can't send you the hoodie.
Yeah,
we only
hoodie
got 2
we had
of those
special.
made.
Yeah,
They're expensive. I was like, holy crap. All right, so we'll get you a T-shirt out. So you'll have to make sure Mark gets your address, and we'll get it mailed out to you. a t-shirt.
Okay.
We'll send you some decals as well so that you can maybe put them on your wall or laptop or something.
Yeah, I usually have I have my travel suitcase that I bring everywhere with me, and I put all my stickers on that, so I can put it on
Cool.
there.
That'd be awesome, man. All right, so we're talking with DJ Miketastic tonight, and we were talking earlier, and I asked you, you're getting more views, you said, on TikTok than anywhere else, really? Is that right?
Yeah, that's where the majority of them are.
Okay. Are you trying
Yeah,
to
we
open
don't.
up other channels though, as far as trying to get more views? And because I think Mark was trying to go live on Instagram and stuff
Instagram,
like
it
that.
didn't work. It didn't work the way I wanted it to.
Yeah,
Okay.
so since Facebook bought out Instagram, their algorithms and their copyright and all that stuff does not allow you to grow as good as you can on TikTok. So because I can post the same video on TikTok and I post the same one on Instagram, and Instagram will blow up and then TikTok won't. So whatever they're doing over there on Instagram, it doesn't work. So that's why some of, like, especially that platform for me is a little bit slower, or I'll post different content, or it might get there eventually, but I'm not really worried about that because TikTok right now is where it's at, because I actually get bookings through there. I mean, I get views through there. So, and on that one, I'm monetized. On Instagram, they won't let me monetize. So it's
Because
yeah.
they feel like you're doing copyright infringement kind of thing because you're playing
Yeah.
music.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I think that's garbage. You know, here's the thing: we've gotten in trouble a couple of times, which is crazy because the artist actually said, "Play my music."
Yeah.
When the artist tells you that it's okay to play their music, you play the
Well,
music.
the problem with that is yes, the artist says, but the record
It's the record
company,
label.
they own the music. It's
Yeah.
not the artist, and that's what we're finding out more. I mean, the ones that like Southern Outlaw Band, they own their own stuff, so therefore we can play it all day long on ours. They gave us permission for that one. Some of the ones that don't go under a record label, we're able to do that. Now, today, Facebook had told me that if I keep playing stuff like music on their stuff, that once we're monetized and we start making money, if we ever do,
We're never going to make money.
we have to split that money with them on every time we do that.
See, I have
Which
no.
is,
See,
have you gotten that? Have you gotten that from TikTok at all?
So there, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but before, when TikTok had their universal music thing and they shut down, before that there was nothing. After that, like now, I have a couple of my songs get muted, so then I'll just have something backed up that I can, I'll try a different, I'll record multiple different videos and see which one works. Now I don't have so much of that issue, but I hear that other DJs starting out do. So I'm not, because I'm already established and they're not yet. But yeah, TikTok, I rarely have that problem, but Instagram all the time. Like I'll get muted left and right, or I'll get a notification saying, due to copyright, we had to mute your video or remove it. So
I want to put this up on the screen for you because this is a good friend of ours, Peter Anthony. He says, "I need a song for Laugh. Tell the DJ to hit me up. Movie release, and I can send you his stuff."
Okay, yeah. Okay.
He's really good. He's a great friend. He comes on our show here and there. He did a fan film for Friday the 13th. It was called. Do you remember the name of the movie, Brian?
Roseblood.
Yes, Roseblood. It was a continuation from part 7 of Friday the 13th.
Okay.
So I'll send you.
He's got a new movie coming out called Laugh, and it's supposed to be this person's alter ego, kind of demonic self, and it looked like it was going to be pretty damn good. Like watching some of the clips and stuff like that, I was like, holy crap.
Okay.
And I was like, who's playing who in this movie? So
Yeah, well, we won't have to worry about much. When I bought one of the perks, it was for the DVD or one of those things. So we'll be able to watch it. I can't wait to see it.
Awesome.
he's got a couple other ones out, so you can check out Peter Anthony Productions if you want, and tell us what you think about his stuff as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Who do you look up to? You got to look up to somebody. There's somebody out there that kind of inspires you.
So I guess when it comes down to like music wise, there's a few people. So when it comes down to just like I guess DJing per se, there's one DJ that really sparked my interest and really got me involved in trying to push harder. He goes by DJ Puffy. He's out of Barbados. He's a real talented DJ, and I love his style of how he does things. And he's been a real good inspiration. There's another DJ that's from California. He's DJ Lazy Boy. He's another inspiring DJ. So those two DJs have really, I don't know, like sparked a fire into me to like want to be better and better my craft. Now, when it comes to like, as like a mentorship, it has to be DJ Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith. So, because I read Will Smith's book recently, and in his book, he talked so much about him and Jeff and how they started the whole hip hop thing and the DJing aspect of it and cutting up records and all that, and how he grew from where he was at then till now. And I never knew that him and Jeff were actually the first ones to receive a nominee for a Grammy for hip hop when it was first established back in the 80s, that transition, you know.
You figure it would have been like Run DMC or something like that.
Yeah. No, I did. That's what I was thinking, but no, it was actually him and DJ Jazzy Jeff. So those. Now I'm going to have to go.
I didn't know he had a book out, so now I'm going to have to go get it.
Yeah, Will Smith has a book, and it's a really good read. And I know a lot of people lost a lot of respect for him after that Chris Rock incident with the slap, but
oh hell, that was funny as hell. I always thought it was fake. I thought it was
scripted. I mean, but in that book, it's a really good read. So I will say that. So
okay,
yeah,
you
Brian
listen to a lot of. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Brian will have me read the book and tell him about it.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't read.
Hey, there's audiobook. There's audiobook, so that would help too.
You gonna mix an audiobook next? Because I'll listen to that. Oh, I was gonna ask, as far as genre goes, we talked about that earlier as well. Do you have a specific genre though, like you would listen to when you're not working? Is there a specific, like, are you reggae, hip hop?
No, if you look at my Spotify, I mean, I'm not Spotify, my Pandora list, I actually listen from everything. It just depends on what the mood is. I can go all the way back to the 70s and 80s. You might catch me also listening to country, my mashups. But then I listen to a lot of EDM, house, some trap music. Every now and then I listen to reggaeton. So it all depends. So I listen to some oldies now and then, So some Marvin Gaye, I might listen to some Frank Sinatra. It all depends. So I actually listen to everything. And I'm not just saying that. Like if you looked and pulled up my Pandora, you'll see everything. So
gotcha. And you must get thousands of requests daily. And we talked about that earlier. People messaging you, asking.
So
are they giving you ideas, or are they how does that?
Yeah, so some of them are ideas, like when the Ain't No Love in Oklahoma came to be, that was actually a friend of mine that wanted me to do it because he loves what I do already. So he's like, hey, this new song came out from Twisters. Can you mash it up? I'm like, yeah. So, and then that's the one I used.
Yeah, that's the one I used earlier for the advertisement. Yeah, I like that one. That
But
one turned
normally
out well.
how it starts is I'll find songs, or just I'll come in here, and then if I like a song and then it works with another song, then it goes into my book. So this is how it all starts, and then I have an idea, then I'll write it down of what artist goes with what song, and then I'll record that back here, and then then I'll go down to the next one. So, but it'll be sitting here in front of my computer, whatever song that I think works, then it goes in the book, and then from the book it actually goes to the recording. So it never knows.
What is
Sometimes
the
I wake up.
What's the longest one?
The longest one.
What's the longest one? The one that took you the longest?
I would have to say the one I just did not too long ago with which one was that? It was with Jelly Roll and Roddy Ricch, and that was a song called Liar. And trying to find that one, because like I said, I want it to sound like it came from the studio. So I couldn't actually find a song that worked. So what I did is Jelly Roll's song is, let's say it's 112 beats per minute. I couldn't find something that I like that went with his style of how he was singing. So I chopped that in half and then found Roddy Ricch's, and I'm like, this is what I was looking for. And then I kind of did a little auto tune on it. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is it. And then you'll know it's it because I'm here in the studio. If you guys had some behind the scenes, I'll play that song and I'm listening to it. I literally get goosebumps. And then I'm like, yes, this is it. And it's ready to be released. So
Brian, I'm going to play that one.
You have it?
Yeah, I have it.
Ah, you had that one on standby.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
I got a fun one for you today. What if we took some Roddy Ricch and laid some Jelly Roll over it? Well, it might sound a little something like this. Let's go.
I let you drive around my mind. I can't count the times you made me feel like I'm nothing. Play me like a fool, like a fool. Saying drink another whiskey, pop another pill. Money makes you happy, heaven isn't real. You won't find nobody to love because your heart's too broad. Now I know you ain't nothing but a liar. Yeah, I walk right out the fire. Yeah, you try to keep me down, try to put me underground, but I'm only.
Yo, I got a fun one.
That I like that one too. And you know, it took me a little while to get into Jelly Roll. Like my wife was all about Jelly Roll, and I was it just took me a little bit of time, man. And I finally came to, and I was like, all right, let's play this. Let's listen to some stuff. I just started listening to it, and I'm like, all right, no, I want to hear the whole album. Play the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
There was some songs that when he first came out, I wasn't, it was like, okay. And then, bam. Just some of the songs stick in your freaking head.
Yeah.
Teddy Swims is another one, man. Teddy Swims is another one.
Yeah. I did one with Teddy. I did one with Teddy Swims. And here's the thing: I might step out of the box. When an artist comes out, everyone already loves what's on the radio, but I want to hear what the rest of the album has to offer. So
yeah.
And he came out with his first song. I can't even think of the name now, but that wasn't the song that I picked. I picked his song that was called "The Door." And because I listened to the lyrics, I love the tempo of it. It was a little bit faster, so I immediately mashed that one up. But that one didn't get as much views because people weren't feeling it. They liked his other song. So, but I wasn't like, no, I want to do something else. So I started playing that song, and I mashed it with a Snoop Dogg song, and it, I loved it. And there's another one that my friend took and made a video of it, a reaction to it. So it's just, I don't know, just whatever. I never know what type of mood I'm in or what's going to spark my interest. So I have some other stuff that I'm going to drop in here this coming up week because I got my birthday coming up. So I got a lot of new stuff that I'm going to go live and drop for my fans that I'm excited to do. So, But yeah, I got some fun creative stuff that's going to come out. So
Out of all the ones that you've done, what is your favorite one?
He already told you.
Shut up.
No, that's one I have to say my all-time favorite right now has got to be there's a Morgan Wallen that I did with DMX. So, and that one was my fun one because I actually did a lot of production behind the scenes that only I would say another producer or somebody that really listens to the song, like dissects it, is going to understand. I had to go on here and I took sound effects, and depending on what he said in the song, I played that sound effect with it. So if he was talking about horses in a pasture, I got a sound of a horse and I played it in the background. He talked about pouring whiskey, I got a sound of a whiskey being poured and played that in the background. So that has got to be my favorite one.
Yeah, this is the one with DMX and
versus DMX. Let me know what you guys think. The more likes and shares it gets me to release the full version. So let's go.
I just listened to this one the other day too.
Long live cowgirls, never gonna settle on down, girls.
Oh, yeah.
Leave you in a lonely ghost town, world where the sun don't rise. Rodeo for one night, looking like a Mustang. One hand on them giddy up crank, pouring your heart with some good aim on a goodbye ride. But it's fine, cause it's kind of my thing. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long live cowgirls. She'll set the field on fire, just cutting across the pasture. She'll have you falling for it all and then leave.
So yeah, that has got to be my favorite one.
You're expecting DMX right there at the beginning as well.
Yeah. That's why I had a friend. I had a friend message me after I did that. He was like, "Oh my gosh, that was so awesome!" It was like that was nostalgia for me. Like that, you took me all the way back. And then when you dropped that Morgan Wallen came in, I was like, "What?" It threw me back in my seat, and I was still jamming. I was like, "Okay, that's the reaction that I'm going for." So that was awesome. So that just I guess what I try to do a lot of the times too is you're expecting a song because it pulled on an emotion. It took you back to a point in time. And then now something else played and you're like, okay, so now I'm setting a whole new core memory for you that took you back here. But now you have another memory because it's bringing you back to a different point in time. So
let's talk about train wrecks real quick. When you do live, have you found yourself in a train wreck? Or do you study before you go live?
No, so all my lives are always different. Everyone is different. And actually with this system, I've actually had a bunch of train wrecks, but I just play off of it. I'll just get in the microphone and start talking. But this system, for whatever reason, has started crashing lately. So where it would just, not a full crash, but the music just stops. So I'm just like, oh, don't know what happened, but let's keep going. So then it picks back up. So but yeah, I mean, all my fans are great. They've been awesome, and they're like, oh, it's whatever, So, and they've been great about it. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating because I'm like, this better not happen here because I just got a new computer and I thought it was that. So what I did is I brought my system that I do my weddings with in here, and I played for hours and nothing happened. So I was like, well, something's going on with this because this system I had. I don't know. Gosh, it's got to be at least 7 or 8 years. So because it doesn't leave the house, this is mainly for content, and that's it. So
okay.
But yeah, those have been some moments for sure.
Time to upgrade it, though.
Yeah, I keep saying that, and I need to because this gets neglected so bad. Like in here, it gets so dusty. I have dust covers, but I always forget to put them on. So every now and then, on my fader, it won't cut the music out because there's so much dust built up in there. So it gets neglected really bad. So
yeah, that's no good. That's no good. Well, listen, Mike, we asked you for an hour of your time. You've been super gracious, man. Is there anything else before we call it a night? Is there anything else you want to talk about? Let people know what you got going on. And then can I make a request? I just want one request.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not even going to ask for the 2 songs to be mashed together. I just want one song incorporated into another one. That's all I want.
Okay, I can definitely do
I'm
that.
looking for Regulators. That's the one song that I'm waiting for.
Wow. Okay. You know what? That's okay. I'm writing that down right now. So,
Little Warren G.
can't
Nate
believe-
Dogg.
yeah, I can't believe I haven't. And that was a song growing up with that I used to listen to all the time. I actually think there's another artist that did something with
I
it.
bet you do really well with that one, I think.
Yeah, I can have some fun with that one. I just want to make sure, and then two, because there are some artists that I follow on here on TikTok, and they do a lot of mashups as well. So I don't like basically stealing someone else's work. So because I actually had that done to me, and that's a whole. I mean, we could talk about that for hours or bring me on another show, but and I don't want to drag his name through the mud by no means, because I'm not that type of person. But it goes back to the "Ain't No Love in Oklahoma" song, and he literally said, and I can show you the message, just no lie. This is in context. He's like, "Man, that song inspired me so much. Do you mind if I do a version of mine?" I was like, "No, go ahead. All I ask is that you tag me." He's like, "Sure." So he does his version, doesn't tag me. Internet does what it does. People come after him. My fans like, "Hey, you stole this guy's work. You're supposed to tag him. This isn't this. This is an original." And he calls me out, says, "Why am I having people come to his page to dog him out, saying that I stole his work?" I was like, I don't need to do that. People just do that in general, because in the DJ community, if you steal someone else's work, they're going to let you know. So, and then he text after text after text after text, and I'm busy, it gets lost. I don't see it. He gets mad that I'm not responding. And he says, "Well, forget you then," and then blocks me. So I'm like, well, I didn't get a chance to defend myself, and all I said was like, "Dude, you put that on there, you got to tag me," shaking my head. That's all I said. Yeah. So, and he got upset about it. And so when it comes to me doing music, I try to do my research. I go on there and Google to make sure it hasn't been done. Or if it is, I tag the original creator, because it's not my idea. So.
Right. Well, I'm sure that the Regulators thing has been done. I just don't think it's been mashed up with not that I'm aware of that. I've heard any country mashed with Regulators with the Warren G. Nate Dogg thing.
Yeah, if I do, I'll send it to you, but I'm still gonna do my version of it. I'll find another song, obviously, but if I do find that one, I'll send it to you, because I can't remember his name, but he's another artist that does mashups as well, and he's really good. So because there's a few of us that I know, at least that I follow, that do it and do it well. So because there's others that do it, and they might not take the time to make sure that it sounds crisp, because they're trying to put out content, which is fine, which is good and all. But I like taking that time and going the extra mile, because I want it to be that wow factor, So,
right.
But yeah.
Have you done any kind of work with any live artists, like Harry Mack's a really big one, and he does a lot of freestyle.
Yeah. Haven't done that. So I got asked to do some work for some other artists, and it turned out well. And then there's times where I just find smaller artists, and then I'll just tag them in it, because I really love what they're doing. And then they're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you did this for me." I was like, "Man, like I love what you're doing," and it's all about helping each other, and especially when it comes to the community. So, and that's one thing I try to teach other DJs is it's not. They always look at it as a competition. It's not. This is a community. So when you look at it that way, then because there's going to be times there's a gig I can't do, so I'm going to automatically send it to you, and vice versa. So it's not a battle of like, okay, I can't share my gigs or my places with you or my ideas, or because we're competing. I was like, no, because what's going to happen is there's a point in time, and this happens all the time in the DJ community, where I can't do something, so I'm going to refer it to the first person I know, and it's going to be, my other DJ friend, and they're going to do the same thing. Somebody I trust. So that's why I said it's not a competition. You need to friend these people, because they're going to help you out in the long run. So
there were some DJs back in the day that would always say it is a competition.
Yeah.
Actually, one that would love to do competition was DJ Magic Mike, and
Yeah.
he would go to a lot of the clubs in Jacksonville, and he would just ask for the house DJ or the resident DJ to come up and battle them.
Yeah.
But man, they would put on a show, dude. I'm talking
Yeah.
bananas, dude. Bananas.
Yeah.
So good times. So if you ever do get into a DJ battle, give us a heads up. Let us know, because I'd love to watch it.
Yeah.
It just,
okay.
It's fun though, right? It can't be all business. You got to have
Yeah.
fun with it.
Yes, exactly. So, but yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was trying to get you to tell us what you have coming up. I apologize. I was talking too much.
Yeah. So just right now, the biggest thing I have going, and I'm excited about, is my birthday on the 26th. So I'm actually going to be trying to go live for 12 hours straight. So from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, basically live on TikTok for 12 hours, and I'll be giving away a bunch of stuff. So as like a thank you to all my fans. So I'm excited
Nice.
about that. Yeah.
And that's the
26th. Yes.
birthday bash.
Yes.
You got people coming to the house. You got other DJs coming. They're gonna
That's
step
what's in the work. So right now it's just mainly me, but then I tried it out when I talked to them on my live. They're like, yeah, I would like to see some other DJs. So, and then it'll be good exposure for them, because a lot of my other friends, especially the ones that I want to bring in, they're not so big on their branding, and they don't do a lot of this content stuff. So I'm trying to like break them out of that. I'm like, this is where it's at. Like once you, it's one, you need to practice anyways. And then two, this is going to help build your fan base. And three, you already love DJing. So it's not work. So just do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to see them, and I'll get them on the screen as well.
Cameras there. Don't look at them. You got to hide the camera from them, just to be like, just get up there and have fun.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. So I'm trying to get a couple of my DJ friends to come on. So
that'd be cool, man. Like I said, happy early birthday. You're gonna get up early in the morning on your birthday, have breakfast, and then start the process of doing a 12-hour set.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Never. This will be the longest I've ever done anything like that. So, because the longest set I've actually done was probably 6 hours straight. So yeah, so I don't even know how my day is going to go yet. I ain't got that planned out, but I know I'm going to be door dashing and have a bottle of water. And then I'm going to have to let them know, I'm like, I'm going off camera, bathroom break, and put a little sign up, and I'll be right back in like 3 minutes. So like, but, yeah, so I haven't even figured all that out.
Can you go live on TikTok? You can go as long as you want to on TikTok live.
Yeah. The only thing I seen is they have little pop-ups that make sure you're still there, so you can't like cheat per se. There's a little box that comes up, and you have to slide it over and line it up to make sure that you're still there. So,
okay.
Yeah, because the lives they go based off monetization. So like you can't say, "Oh, I'm leaving my phone on and go somewhere else," and then like, "Yeah, I want live for 12 hours, pay me," So they kind of have that regulated that way.
Okay. Well, really cool, man. I hope you feel better too. I know you got some allergy stuff going on there.
Yeah,
we got Thanksgiving up. Any big plans for Thanksgiving?
No, because right after that, I guess that's another big thing that I'm doing. I met someone found me off of TikTok. They love what I was doing, so they're flying me out to Texas to DJ their wedding. So
wow,
damn,
yeah. I think very excited about that. That's happening right after Thanksgiving. So we're not planning on really doing too much, because the fiance and me are flying out to do that. So
who's going to DJ your wedding?
Well, she already said I can't do it, but I am going to have a 30-minute set that she allowed me, because this is going to be the first time that a lot of my family have seen or could be seeing what I do. So she gave me a 30-minute set to perform for them. So one of my friends that I'm going to bring on my birthday is going to be the one that's DJing my wedding. So
fantastic.
Nice.
Fantastic. Well, like I said, Mike, we look forward to the show on the 26th. And we look forward to everything that you do have coming up as well. I mean, we're going to keep listening. We'll keep watching, keep viewing you, stalking you. Basically, that's what we do.
I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that more
Yeah.
than you know. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I keep telling everybody to watch you, man. I'm like, dude, this guy is absolutely insane. Give him a view, watch him, listen.
That means a lot. I mean, because just the joy, I guess, that my videos bring to people is you can't put it into words. Like I had a girl in my live the other day. I believe she said her brother passed away that was a DJ, and this song reminded me of her. So she said, thank you. I was like, wow, like, my condolences, but I'm glad that I can shed some sunlight, on such a dark moment in her life. So
yeah, I think I joined the live about that time when that came.
Yeah. So just moments like that, it takes me away, because that's all I'm trying to do is just spread positivity and good vibes through music. So
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I tell everybody, man, you have to be versed in music. Even if you don't like something, you may like something from that genre. Like if you don't like a specific song, you still may like something from the jazz era, from reggaeton and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, being a DJ, like you're going to listen to everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have we already asked you if you have a favorite? My favorite, I feel, is more along the lines of the 70s. The more 70s rock and 70s disco stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. My genres, I would have to say, would be the 90s, like hip hop and R&B, really. And then maybe the early 2000s, but that's that era of music has got to be like my favorite right there. And it could be 90s hip hop, R&B, rock, even 90s, some 90s country song. So
yeah.
So
yep. So all right. Well, guys, if you don't have anything else that you want to talk about,
I think we're
gonna call it a night.
Everything. Yeah.
I think we did. I think we did, man. I appreciate you coming on the show. Really do, man. It means a ton to me. Like I said, I've reached out to Mark. I sent him a bunch of your stuff, and I was like, please get him on the show.
His exact words was, go do what you do and get him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate it because that really means a lot. I'm glad that my first podcast could be with you guys because you guys were awesome. So I appreciate that. And the fact that you really wanted me on here is, I can't put into words. I'm just grateful. So thank you.
Just wear the shirt that we have.
I'll
wear the shirt there in one of your lives or something. It'll be appreciated.
Yeah, I would. Hey, I would definitely do that.
As soon as you're off, just send me a message on Instagram with your address, and we'll get you a shirt out.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Size. Don't forget size. I think we have large and extra large left. I think it's what I have.
Yeah, I wear larges, so that's perfect.
Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Well, from us here at Talking Shit, my name is Brian,
and he's gonna forget it as always. What the hell do we have Tuesday?
Oh man, you want me to go over this?
No, just do Tuesday. Just Tuesday.
Okay.
He wrote all the shit down. He wrote all the shit down for the next few weeks, and he forgot.
Guys, coming up this Tuesday, make sure you're watching Talking Shit live Tuesday night. That's Tuesday, not Thursday, what we normally do. 8 p.m. Eastern. If you want to watch us do our WWE. What's the
Survivor
Series with our friends Bryce Tucker, comedian Bryce Tucker, and Brett Mann from Good Real Hunting. Good Real Hunting.
Yep.
He'll be joining us. That's 8:00, and we'll see you guys then. Hopefully. Now, are we good? Are you happy with that?
Yes, we're good now.
All right, guys. From us here at Talking Shit, my name is Brian.
I'm Mark.
I'm DJ Miketastic, and thank you guys.
And thank you. Good Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Good night.